Welcome to Electrified. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. So this morning I hosted the interview that will be either a 1 or a 2-part series starting this weekend. I really think this will be incredibly helpful. So if you want to throw on notifications just for the next week or two, may be a good idea. Be on the lookout. Yesterday, we touched on Tesla's inventory. I didn't really make it that clear. That days of sales number was actually for global inventory, and those charts we were looking at were for the United States. So that's kind of what I was getting at. That loose proxy number we came up with is very loose. I just wanted to clarify that because I didn't yesterday. So Rick, thank you. And one other great point from Jeff, he separated out the Model Y inventory levels, and as you can see, they are very low, approaching zero, which on the other side is also a problem. Simply put, if there's not inventory available for the certain model that a customer wants, well, guess what? They're not buying that vehicle, which can, of course, slow sales velocity. So a lot of things to consider here. Just remember, Tesla has all of the data it needs to make the right decisions. But Jeff, well done. It looks like Tesla will be headed to court in Germany, this time alongside Fastned, an EV charging company, to challenge a potential monopoly of the German gas station operator Tank & Rast. This company apparently operates 95% of the gas and rest stop stations along the Autobahn, and Tesla is suing because this company just got a permit to build out EV chargers at its locations, which would quickly grant the gas station operator a nearly complete monopoly. The scheduled court date is later today, and Tesla and Fastned just want the ability to install their chargers at these Tank and Rast locations. This will definitely be one to watch, but it sounds like either way, whatever the initial ruling is, it's going to be challenged by the losing party, so we could be in for a bit of a journey. Some folks tried to do a range test comparing the 19-inch versus 21-inch wheels on a Model Y Performance. They kept as many things identical as they could. It sounds like it was a decent study. The 21-inch wheels averaged 178 watt-hours per kilometer, while the 19-inch wheels averaged 158 watt-hours per kilometer, or an 11% improvement using the smaller wheel size. I'll have this below if you want to read the details. Personally, I love looking around the industry and seeing Tesla's impact almost everywhere, and now we're getting that news with Zeekr now adopting a gigapress technique for manufacturing. First up in the Zeekr 009. Their chief of manufacturing said in the future, Zeekr will use gigacasting technology on more models. Now, it's really important to keep in mind this term gigacast, megacast is going to be thrown around a lot. They all are going to have very different applications. It's not like they're using the exact same gigapress or the same special patented alloy that Tesla is using. They're all going to have very different meanings. For example, we've already heard about GM using megacasting specifically in the Cadillac Celestiq, which is the super high-end, very low-volume vehicle. If you search around, you'll find that most companies have been linked to at least exploring this technology. Toyota has been considering it. Volvo has been considering it. We know a lot about the benefits. If there were to be any drawbacks, it would be the repairability may be less, but at the end of the day, if you're in an accident that damages one of these gigacasts, well, the car may be totaled anyway. Topic for a different video, but again, some of these companies seem to be exploring gigacasts that are smaller than what Tesla is doing. I just wanted to put it out there as auto analysts start to say, well, these other automakers are using gigacasts. Tesla does not have any edge in the manufacturing space anymore. It's just absolutely not true. There's way more nuance to the conversation. We know the Model Y was the best-selling car in Europe in Q1, full stop of any type, but have a look at this chart. It makes it even more impressive. Looking at the overall top 10 best-selling cars in Europe in Q1, on the Y-axis you have the average car price, and on the X-axis you have the number of sales. So the further to the right, the more sales. The further up the chart, the higher the price. And here is Tesla's bubble for Q1. Really, honestly, in a league of its own. This one's odd. Essentially, there is a lawsuit underway from a crash a few years ago where the family is suing, saying that Tesla's autopilot was defective, and then Tesla is pushing back, saying the driver is responsible and was playing video games on his phone before it happened. The judge tentatively ruled that Elon is to be deposed for about 3 hours to answer questions on what he did or did not say about autopilot safety years ago. Here's where it gets odd. Tesla's lawyers have been arguing that Elon can't recall statements he made years ago, which, okay, that's fair, but then they say Elon is often the subject of convincing deepfake videos. Basically, Tesla is arguing that these deepfake videos are purporting to have Elon saying or doing things that he actually never said or did. Just a quick aside, when it comes to artificial intelligence, if you guys have been paying attention, you'll see why this type of stuff may get out of hand a lot faster than any of us would like. The judge, of course, hinted at how this could set a dangerous precedent, so any famous person can just kind of get out of whatever they say or did by saying, oh, it was just a deepfake. The lawsuit is scheduled to go to trial on July 31st. And from Bloomberg, Tesla went as far as saying they could not vouch for the authenticity of videotaped interviews in which Elon touted the company's driver assistance technology, saying it's possible some of them were digitally altered. I said this 3-hour deposition was tentative because a hearing on that ruling is set for Thursday today in San Jose, where Tesla's lawyers can try to persuade the judge not to let this happen. Interesting times we live in. Look, I know a lot of you guys already know the AG1 story, but let me tell you, dealing with this parasite has been at times a brutal reminder to not take our health and wellness for granted. AG1 is the sponsor of this video, but I actually first tried it out over 2 years ago as a way to support Lex Fridman. I just wanted a quick and easy way to ensure a baseline of daily nutrition no matter what happened with my diet. I just knew I had to find a brand that I could trust because I'll tell you right now, the supplement industry is full of landmines, whether it's fake supplements or the real thing with toxic chemicals in it because of how it's made. And yeah, AG1 is made in a TGA registered facility and it's also certified by NSF, so you can trust that it's legit. Pair that with Huberman being an advisor and the Institute of Human Anatomy also recommending AG1, and I'm pretty much good to go. You get 75 different vitamins, minerals, and probiotics in every single serving. I personally take 1 scoop with a few drops of AG1's vitamin D3 K2 and boom, my superfood cocktail is ready to go. So if you'd like to support the channel in this way, you can use my link in the description below to get 5 travel packs and a 1-year supply of vitamin D3 K2 for free with every new purchase. Thank you in advance. I'm assuming most of you have seen the news. Elon met with the South Korean president in DC yesterday. Maybe Tesla sets up shop there in the future, who knows? But there are some storylines that are going overlooked. The information first reported that Tesla has replaced its South Korean chief. I was able to find that Tesla's regional director for Thailand and Taiwan, Yvonne Chan, will now add South Korea to her responsibilities. No, this is not a new role, it's just a new person in this role, so maybe changes ahead. Further than that, I was able to find that the United States and South Korea have just signed a memorandum of understanding to start onshoring some battery production in the United States from Korean battery makers. The founder of this not-for-profit trade group said, if we want to build a vibrant North American supply chain for lithium batteries as fast as possible, we need to use the best available manufacturing tech to achieve this. Today, this technology is largely with Korean companies. We're excited to build the bridge between the knowledgeable Korean battery companies and the United States for all parts of the battery supply chain, working together through joint ventures, partnerships, and business relations between our members. There are so many incredible things happening because of the Inflation Reduction Act, so again, I would direct you to this upcoming interview on the channel. It's a really good one. The Fisker Ocean has received sales approval for the European market, and they're expecting first deliveries to customers on May 5th. Henrik said they intend to deliver all Ocean 1s by the end of September, while also starting some deliveries of the Fisker Ocean Extreme starting in Europe, with the United States to follow. Following in GM's footsteps, now we have Stellantis offering voluntary buyouts to around 33,500 United States employees. But it sounds like this offer may be going to some employees in Canada as well. Their goal with these voluntary buyouts is to cut around 3,500 skilled and production jobs. No surprise, we have the UAW president calling this move by Stellantis disgusting while they're making billions of dollars. That's not really a great argument. And Stellantis declined to say if they would then move to involuntary layoffs if they don't hit their 3,500 cut target number. When GM offered its buyout, they saw less than a 10% take rate. MobilEye has been getting crushed so far today as they cut its full year forecast, citing weakness in the Chinese EV market where most of its customers are. MobilEye supplies chips, sensors, and software for advanced driving assistance systems, and they did say that Tesla's price cuts in China have been roiling the market. Don't forget, check out AG1 linked below, get your freebies if you're interested. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please like the video if you did, and a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters.